a1's value after it. Let's print it. And now its value is 1, 2, 3. But there is another method which is the AND. The b's value, let's create it with this sign. If you change the a1 value to another entry, and if you print the b, that will cause and follow the a1's value, right? Which is this. Is the hyperlinks, right? So let's go to this. What are those data types, and how could you get the variables type with getType function, and how could you modify data type with setType, right? So if you have these integer type, string type, and double variable and boolean, you could print its type with this method getType, and that will print the number 1 variable's type, which will be an integer. And that's the method with the other types. For example, boolean, which is a true or false value. It's very useful if you could check if one variable's type is not your expected. For example, if you check a form from a visitor, for example, and you ask her or his age, you expect an integer type. But if the number 1, for example, and an age is not equal with integer, you could print you wrote wrong age into the form. And otherwise, this is the integer type. So let's print so this is the method, but if you use it, because you create a variable and you use the quotation mark, that will automatically create a string, right? So this is the method to print or check a get type. But in some cases, for example, double, change its type with the setType function. So let's print the type of double, that is boolean, double, and after change the type of this double variable into, for example, integer, and then print double's value. Okay, that means it converts the double's value into integer, which is good just numbers, right? But not with a point, right? So this is the method you could add a set type to a variable. Let's add, for example, a boolean to this double. That means true or false. A valid number is true. So that was it. And another is the constants. How could you define a constants in PHP? You use the define to do that. I will define, for example, P, and when you want to print the P's value, you could do it with this. And so on. And that is the value of the print P. You could use it as a variable, so it's very useful. But you must use just capital letters if you define a variable, and variable could be a string, of course. So these are the constants, alright? So thanks for the attention, and let's go to the third part of these lessons, the PHP basics. Hello.